guys, it's Shane from Jaggs Journeys. Welcome to this week's video of the weekly wrap-up. I just want to say a really big thank you to everyone who's tuning in for my weekly wrap-up videos. I really appreciate your support. It's greatly appreciated. Anyway, let's get straight into this week's video. All right, so we'll kick things off this week with Dreamworld. Probably not quite as much happening this week. We'll start off with the Kenny's Forest Flyer roller coaster. It looks like the painting is now actually completely finished from what we can see, or at least almost completely finished. They're still doing work on the actual roller coaster itself, and there's still a lot more theming to go, and that's still scheduled to open around mid-August, so we'll keep you updated if anything changes there. With the seabed splash zone, we saw some theming getting installed this week, early in the week. Some of the actual pieces or the nozzles that squirt the water, and they've sort of started coming out of the ground, and they look like they're also sort of I guess like sea monster or type theming going on there, which starts to look pretty cool. I think we saw a ship wheel as well, so again, that's starting to look cool, and that should all start to really take shape now and progress really quickly now that that's started. We've also started painting around that area as well, so I guess it'll be full steam ahead for the seabed splash zone, and again, we'll keep you updated as much as we can. And work is still continuing on the Dreamworld flyer at the front of the park. One noticeable thing that they installed on Friday night is the new signage that's gone right around the perimeter wall of the construction zone, which looks really awesome. And again, it just creates a little bit more excitement as far as what's coming, what attraction is coming to that part for people that may not know. And it's got pictures of the Dreamworld flyer as well. So yeah, looking really good. That goes right around the whole perimeter of that fence, all that different signage. So that's something extra we've noticed at Dreamworld this week. Probably the only thing to mention for Dreamworld is just a reminder that their Winterfest event is still on until the 16th of July. If you haven't had a chance to get down there, if you can try and get down there to visit this event, it is a really cool event. Lots of awesome things to do with the family, such as ice skating, and there's also ice tobogganing as well, and lots of other bits of entertainment and lots of yummy foods to try as well. So make sure you check out the Winterfest event before it's too late. And that's about it for Dreamworld for this week. Over to Paradise Country. This week they placed an ad saying something cute is coming soon. So that's on their socials. So obviously there's another new animal coming to Paradise Country. So that's not announced yet, but it's exciting. It's always good to add something new up there at Paradise Country. So yeah, we'll keep our eye on that, and when we hear the news announced, we'll keep you updated. As far as SeaWorld goes this week, I haven't really got anything to update you on there. They're obviously still doing work around those dolphin pools, lagoons at the front of the park, and we haven't seen any further progress on the old Sea Viking flume from what we showed you last week. So really nothing much more to update this week for SeaWorld. So over to Warner Brothers Movieworld. So the biggest thing this week there would be the announcement of the name and the retheming of the Surf Rider attraction that's currently getting moved over to Movieworld. So as we all now know, it's going to be called the Flash Speed Force. So this is exciting news. The theming looks really good actually, and it is quite a unique ride. The fact that it's actually in the ride envelope or footprint of another ride, like obviously with the Superman Escape coaster. So that in itself is pretty cool. So you'll be on the Flash ride and Superman will be going around as well. So that's going to be really, really cool. So what do we know about the Flash ride? Well, it is made by Intamin. It is a half pipe shuttle coaster. It's 30 meters high, and it's a 67-meter long track, and you get to speeds of around up to about 70 kilometers per hour. And it is an LSM launch, which is a multi-pass, and you get about 4.5 Gs on that ride, so it's a pretty cool ride. The main train itself is almost like a surfboard, or essentially it was designed to look like that originally. That may get changed the way it looks. It's got two ride vehicles on top of that one train, and each one of those seats 8 people. The ride itself is around about a 2-minute ride. So yeah, look, it's definitely awesome to see what the theme is, and I think everyone's excited that it is the Flash, particularly with the new movie and everything as well. I think they're going to do a great job with the theming. The only disappointing thing I think for everyone was we were hoping it would be open in either September or December this year, but it's not actually opening until April 2024. So not sure why that is exactly. I guess maybe there's something else possibly planned for September or December back end of the year. So I know they like to sort of stagger their new attractions or rides, so there might be something else potentially maybe earmarked for September. I know that in the WB Kids area where the Tweety Hut retail store was and the Looney Gardens, that's all been demolished and cleared. Now there's a lot of rumors going on and speculation about what's going there. I'm not going to dip into that. We will wait and see what the announcement is from Village Roadshow Theme Parks. But again, there'll be something put in that area. I'm probably picking for September open. And then for Christmas, they'll focus on their Hooray for Hollywood and Peak trade. And then you'll have the new Flash ride opening for April. And then of course, as we know, there's the Wizard of Oz area, which probably will be December 2024 opening. It may be September, you never know. Again, we'll keep you updated as soon as we know anything and as soon as we hear any information from Village Roadshow Theme Parks on all those opening dates as well. So I guess really exciting news there to hear that during the week. That announcement was made, I think it was like midnight on Tuesday night, so with a bit of a teaser the day before, which was pretty cool. So yeah, all of us that do social media, YouTube, all that, you know, we've all got regular updates on our channels and our social medias of all of everything that's happening as well, so you guys won't miss out on finding out what's happening across the theme parks. And while visiting Movieworld on Saturday, I noticed that the Doomsday Destroyer ride was actually operational. Now we did put a video out on Sunday night, so don't forget to check out my Movieworld video that I put out just last night on Sunday. But yeah, we showed the Doomsday Destroyer there. It only goes halfway around, so it's still in that kind of B mode type of motion. It's not doing the full rotation, full speed that it should be doing. So obviously Movieworld must be pretty unhappy with the manufacturer right now. This ride's had problems from the start, essentially. So it'd be interesting to see what happens, whether the manufacturer will, you know, finally come through and sort it all out, or whether in fact there might be a future plan for that ride. We don't know, but either way, we'll try and keep you updated as much as we can when we know anything more. Other than that, the DC Superheroes and Supervillains event is still on until the 16th of July. If you haven't been down to Movieworld and you can get down before the 16th to see this event, it is definitely worthwhile. It is an awesome event, and make sure you definitely stay until 5 p.m. to check out the Heroes Day parade. It is absolutely awesome. It's like a couple of shows within the parade as well. I don't want to spoil it. I mean, I'm sure most of you may have seen a lot of the videos that are out now on all the YouTube channels and social media. It is definitely worth seeing, and you know, being there in person and experiencing it for yourself is definitely different from watching it on TV or on YouTube. So yeah, if you can get to Movieworld, check it out. They're awesome characters, there's different shows, and that parade is awesome. And there's also different foods and drinks you can try as well. Again, I featured that on my video that I did there on the opening day of the Heroes and Villains event. Make sure you check that one out, and also give us a like as well. And we also had a question come through our email this week from Eva, and her question was in regards to the Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster refurbishment. Her question was, will the entire track change when they do the refurbishment? Like, will it change completely? That we actually do not know. They haven't really said anything about it. It is a multi-million-dollar makeover or upgrade, so I think a lot of that might be in the ride operating systems. So I'd imagine there'd be some enhancements or change in the theming. I'd like to hope to think so anyway. In terms of the track layout though, I really don't know the answer to that question. If anyone else does know that information, providing it's not confidential information, then obviously feel free to share it if it's not confidential. jaggsjourneysgc@gmail.com, and then we can maybe let Eva know next week if that's the case. But again, we don't want to know something. If someone knows something that's confidential, please, yeah, we're not interested in knowing that, because we don't want to share something that we're not supposed to. So, but yeah, other than that, unfortunately, Eva, we don't know the full answer to that. However, as time goes by and as maybe they make some announcements regarding the Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster, we'll do our best to keep everyone informed, as we always do here on Jaggs Journeys. And if anyone else has a question they'd like to ask, you can email me at jaggsjourneysgc@gmail.com. and we'll do our best to answer those questions on next week's weekly wrap-up video. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's video of the weekly wrap-up. Once again, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook, because we put out content during the week on those platforms, and it's always good to keep up to date. And by the way, if you do love this kind of video content, please make sure you subscribe for more. And hey, next time you're at the theme parks, make sure you ask the staff, is Jaggs Journeys here today? Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next journey.